aboard, Captain. All systems online.
That is going to consume another power cell worth of power, I just realized. Let's start swapping. We really do need that thermal recharge upgrade. So yeah, if this thing's down to about 50% power, it's going to take about a whole power cell worth of power to recharge. Roughly. Okay. That'll put us close to 100 again.
Engine powering up.
I think we got through the worst part of the crab squids, so we should be okay to leave the engines running for a bit. You know, without silent running, I mean. And I know the efficiency module used to affect, like if you used a fabricator or if you were recharging the batteries of an attached submarine. That doesn't, the efficiency upgrade doesn't do that anymore. Now it only affects driving, to my understanding. Are my exterior lights on? Yeah, they are. Fish noises. Yeah, we never checked the other Degassi habitat. We'll have to do that to get the rest of the story. Okay. That was not what I wanted.
Rig for silent run.
That guy right there. We need to be careful about him. And while he doesn't seem to be actively chasing us, he does seem to be very concerned about this area we're in. It's apparently pretty derpy. Or actually, I might have heard of these. I think that access, or that's really weird around the UI. I think these might be infant versions of the larger ones that we've seen. Let's try to get away from him. We've got that creature decoy. We've also got shielding if we need it. So this is another pretty big landmark of the Lost River. I kind of want to scan those little purple growths. I bet they're interesting. Let's turn off the engine again.
Engine powering down.
I think we might also be able to swap in that that low charged cell back in for a probably empty one now. I think once we get down to about 3 cells, we probably need to get out of here. Alternatively, this would have been a smart idea as well. If I brought enough stuff to set up a very basic bioreactor camp with a power cell generator, I could have done that as well if I got stuck. That would be a smart idea. You make sure to bring enough materials to set up a small base with a bioreactor and a power cell charger. It's not fast, of course, but it would certainly be enough to keep you from getting stuck somewhere. I'm gonna go for it. Nope, that's not scannable. Alright. Fair enough. I don't know if there's much of interest down here for me to grapple around in a Cyclops for.
Engine powering up.
Oh yeah, and apparently, if you can manage it, the slow engine speed is the most efficient way to use the battery as well. So, we're not actually, like, losing out on efficiency by putzing around really slow. We're actually doing more efficient submarining at the moment. I also need to keep an eye on that depth meter. I have a feeling we're going to hit the depth meter before we finish exploring the lost river here. Okay, I don't think that guy can hurt us. What is this? I don't even know what that guy is, actually. He looks scary. Oh, I do know I've seen them before. I don't know what their name is, but they are aggressive. Just not against my submarine. Oh, I think these might be like waterfalls for the little gaseous pools that are below us. Yeah, I think they are. There's another skeleton. Let's give him a scan. We are, of course, for safety, going to take the prawn suit. Then I can jump out of it really quick and make a scan. Also want to see what this is. Copper ore, ooh. And silver ore. Oh, those sound kind of nice, actually. I do end up needing a lot of those. Let me get my drill arm out. Yeah, let's get our drill arm and then we can mine that. Oh yeah, get that. Put that there. We'll keep that on us for now because I want to swap it out. What did we need for that upgrade? I wonder if we can make it now. 2 aerogel. I don't have the ruby for that. I also need the gel sacks. I could probably get them around here, but it's probably not important right now. Anyway, we've got our drill arm in. Copper is becoming surprisingly hard to find because it's not that hard of a material to get. I guess I just kind of got to expand my, search a bit. That's my problem, really. And silver's hard to find, but that's not surprising because it's always been kind of hard to find. You got to look in medium difficulty areas to find it generally. Usually there's kelp fields. I was gonna say, come on, there's one more. I don't know if they can hurt me in the prawn suit. Never really dealt with them much. Like I said, I've only been down in the Lost River once. some of the stuff going down here is a little bit, it's either new to me or I never explored it much in the first place. Come on. Can't help but notice my power is still at 100%. I wonder if drilling doesn't consume any power. Which doesn't make any sense, but seems like it might. Not a room for that. This will be good for future bases, though, at least.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
In fact, I wonder, what do I need to make, like, a small base? I need titanium. What do I need for a bioreactor base? What do I need for, like, a thermal reactor base? Because I think there's thermal stuff down here, too. Let's take a look. So, thermal reactor... Oh. Thermal reactor should be an exterior piece. I need magnetite, which I took all of my magnetite out of here, so we're not making a thermal reactor base. That was the other reason I wanted more. But we could make a bioreactor, except I don't have lubricant. There's no way I'm getting any lubricant down here, so guess we're not making that. I don't know if I'd be able to make anything, honestly, with what I have or what I could get down here easily. Not that I like particularly need it, but just something to keep in mind. But that's still really good. All that silver is going to be very helpful later if I want to make any base additions. Let's keep the drill arm on while we continue to explore a bit. Where'd that silver go? I think that's titanium, which isn't particularly valuable, but if I want to make, you know, a small little base down here, I can. I just, as far as I can tell, I don't have any way I could power it. Or generate power or anything. So it would be a relatively useless base down here at the moment. I can't generate sunlight. There's no sunlight down here. I can't generate with bioreactor because I need that lubricant. I can't do thermal because I need magnetite. And I don't even have the blueprint for nuclear, but I have a feeling it requires lubricant somewhere in it. So we're probably no-go. Yeah, see, there's a thermal thing right here. If I had that thermal upgrade for the Cyclops, I'd be fine. Whoa. Oh, is it hot? Am I hot? I think I'm hot. Yeah, it's 59 degrees. I guess I'm hot right here. I'd never seen that before. I didn't know what that was. But it makes sense. I'm around all these thermal vents. Take a look at that. Scan data, alien floral, plants being held in stasis, research equipment, terminal data, fauna reproductive data, extensive alien research data on the local fauna with a special focus on their reproductive methods. Core conclusions have been synthesized. The aliens discovered the life forms on the planet have just one sex. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg laying. Eggs usually required genetic material from another of the species. In a rare case, only one parent was required, with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself. Research appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parent and child. Deceased. Ancient fossilized skeleton. Right, that's not one we ran into. Skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of the size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range. Mixed Leviathan fossils. These spinefish. These fossils likely came from the ancient ancestor of the Leviathans, which inhabit the planet today. The relative size and delicacy of the bones suggests they form part of the ear canal or some other complex internal structure. Sea dragon skeleton. Semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There's clear evidence of a massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe that it was likely the cause of death. It must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. Something in the environment has helped preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. And kelp. Alright. Looks like they grow around the brine. That's about all I needed from that. Lots of thermal activity down here. This wouldn't, while I don't like the fish around here, this wouldn't be a bad small base. Just for like power cells and stuff. You know, or it's like a forward operating base kind of thing. Thank goodness we have these plants with us too, otherwise I'd be very hungry. And thirsty. So let's switch the drill arm back out. With the grappling arm. Finish putting everything away. I did take a little bit of damage from that heat. It doesn't look like you get hurt too quickly, but maybe that's just because I was on the edge of the extreme heat range, you know? So let's drink a water. I know I've got water down here. And we'll continue our exploration. Does that hurt the ship? No, it doesn't. Okay. But yeah, I have no idea what those creatures are called. I've never dealt with them, really. Now, this is another notable landmark of the Lost River. The Lost River's pretty big and it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I forget what it's called, but it's a big tree. Honk at the tree. And from what I understand, there are blue brine pools around here, and these ones are, I think, not dangerous. I think that's just noise. Don't think we're in danger. Yeah, it's just music. Okay, it's okay.
One maximum.
Ah, crap.
Hull damage imminent.
Yep. This appears where our adventure is going to end for today. Where do I get nickel from? That is a good question, because if I don't get nickel... Very pink in here. If I don't get nickel, I can't do anything else. Can't go any deeper. I think it's down here somewhere. I just don't know where. These shouldn't hurt me. Okay. Uranite. Titanium. Look, I know you're not dangerous, but could you not make those noises? Lithium. Nickel! There we go. So nickel is down here. I thought I remembered getting it down here. So we need to do a little bit of swimming around and grab some. It might have been in the previous areas too, but I just didn't poke around in them enough. Take a quick look at that. Advanced construction. Okay. Hey, magnetite! Maybe we can make a thermal thing. Convenient enough. How much do I need for the thermal reactor? Let's try to find this quickly. Actually, it'd be easier if I just looked up in my build. So I've got enough. I need aerogel and titanium. I've got the gel sacks. I also need rupee. I've not seen rupee since we first got into the Lost River, though. So we might be... Oh, whoops. We might be a little bit limited on getting some of that. I got plenty of it at my base, just not here. Also got plenty of deep shrooms, too. God, you guys make awful noises for not being dangerous. We're going to want to grab as much as we can, because I think we need them for both the... Oh, there's some... Oh, man, this is going great.
30 seconds.
Oh, we need to get back quick. We need them for, like, multiple upgrades here. Oh, I hope I get back. I guess I won't lose too much progress, but I might lose materials. I do see another...
Oxygen.
We did see another rupee down there. We'll grab that once we don't die, presumably. Woo!
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I do like the pink styling. It's nice. I can't make that upgrade in here. Hold on a second. No, I don't have anywhere near the things I need to make a modification station, so we're probably going to have to leave. Make it and come back. A little unfortunate. But, one thing I am interested in doing is making... Because, see, I still don't have the ability to recharge power cells down here, really. So I am interested in making like a forward operating recharging base down here. And I think we can set up a thermal base for that down here. Can't remember how many rupee I need. I feel like it was 3, but it might have been less, so let's make sure to grab 3. I need some gel sacks. Which I've got 1. I think I might need 3 total. Maybe. I remember doing this last time, building a forward operating base down here for recharging the power cells. Alright, there's another one. I do really like this area, though. This whole, like, underwater water area is really quite neat. Is these safe to pick up? Hearing radiation Geiger counter noises when I pick them up. Let's, may need a little bit more titanium. I'm not sure if we have enough yet. Between all the different things we're going to need to set this base up. So we may have to get the... prawn suit out and get a little bit more of those titanium modules. Let's see. So... aerogel and 5 titanium. We can make aerogel. We've got plenty of titanium. So let's see if we can set this up. I want to set it up close enough that I can get some good heat out of this, but not so close. Okay, so that hurts. Not so close that I'm taking a bunch of damage. I think it can be in the heat, though, so let's set it up, like, right here. And then get out of it once we get it all set up. Then we'll set our base a little bit farther away. Let's try setting our base up right here, and hopefully it's far enough, because I don't have the gold needed for the power transmitter. Does that work? Do I even have anything to make a hatch? I feel like I picked up a quartz at some point. Not that I have the stuff to make the power cell charger, do I? I don't even know. Ruby, we got the ruby. Oh, we need a... We might still be able to do this. Hold on. I've got an idea. It's not a particularly great one, and I can't promise it's going to work, but I've got an idea. First, let's see if we can get that quartz, if I did get any. It may have been on an earlier journey. It's so bright down here. Okay, do not have quartz. So I can't even get it in my base. Man. I mean, we could bring the stuff with us to make it next time. But I was hoping to do it now. Let's go with my next plan, which was... I saw, so... In order to make the computer chip... No, I need gold, don't I? Yeah, I can't do this at all. That's unfortunate. I mean, I've got enough power to get back, I should. But... I was hoping to get a little farther. That's okay. We've got the materials that I need to make the depth upgrade that I need. At least I think we do. How much nickel do we need? How much do we have, even? I've got 4. I think I need 3. Oh yeah, I can't find out from here. I can find out in my blueprints, though, I think. Need 3 for that. Oh, and the prawn suit one needs kyanite, which I don't even have yet. Or no, what's the depth module Mark 1? That was Mark 2. I need Mark 1 because I don't have any depth modules in it right now. Prawn suit depth module. I need 3 as well. So if I could get 2 more nickel, that would actually be pretty useful. Let's go look for some more nickel. Because then I could make both upgrades, because this is the problem is... As I am right... Okay. This is not where we want to be. As I am right now, I can make one or the other, and the problem with that is... If the smaller submarine is docked inside the larger submarine, I'll have to get it out in order to continue forward with one of the submarines, if that makes sense. Because they're both subject to the depth problems, and one can... I've never done it, but I think one can break inside of the other. That should be okay. Is it damaged? No, it didn't get damaged from that. That's good. Did our submarine get damaged? The big one? No, I don't think it actually took any damages. So let me look for some more nickel.